Hi guys, it has been a long time since I made a tutorial on CLO3D tools. Your last tutorial was about zippers, and today we are going to look at how you can measure your avatar's body and how you can customize your avatar according to your client's body and where you can edit your avatar according to your clients and make a digital 3D pattern and give their uh, you know conceptualization into a digital reality. Hope that sounds good. Okay, if their concept is of, let's say, for easy access, the go-to way of doing a pretty uh, standard size garments, and if you're doing with your outraged plus sizes and dealing with plus sizes, they have the CLO3D avatar sets have already a different size of sets. So I will be dealing with these two tools here, and this is edit measure and this is linear measure. So this is your edit measuring avatar tool since we are working with avatars. These two are for garments. This is for avatars. So this is your higher resolution garment means selecting all patterns will give with this tool and it will set it into particle distance 5. That's it. Lower resolution means it will set on 20. So this tool comes in handy when you're working with clients and you're creating your projects and you want a very higher resolution garment to portray your renders a very in a realistic manner. Okay, now what will I do is I will get my avatar. So basic body of avatar I will be demonstrating with the female body. So this is what we will be dealing with. Now this is a pretty standard size. Now if you select with this tool, and this is called your edit measure tool, and these dotted lines will appear on your avatar's body. So what I mean by that is, so let's say you want to measure your back shoulder. Okay, this is your, and there is an another way that you can measure or change your avatar's body. So go to this upper tools or options you call, hit on avatar and go to avatar editor, and this window will pop up. Let me size this. I am not able to so by uh, looking this avatar editor, you may seem it is very complicated and very you will get scared in starting. But once you start using for your custom projects, like if you are sewing a real time garment, but you want your garment look in 3D, right? What you will do is you have a very limited access on the measurement of this avatar, right? So once you tap on the settings icon, you will see only these ticked measurements are appearing on the avatar editor. So what you have to do is just tick all of them, and afterwards when you are ready with your measurement chart and what size you want and what measurements you want, you can tick from here. And I am enabling all because if I am making a custom avatar, I would want to change every single detail about it. Let's say, for example, and by ticking all and by hitting this exit to complete, you will have all the avatars. Now, this is set on the underbust, means this part. I will set it on bust so that we are able to change our bust line, or else we can keep it on weight. See now, it is showing that our bust size and under bust size now editable, are now editable. And if your weight is on let's say go to client is on 70 kgs and our avatar is on the bust 37 inches, means we have to put it on 38. There is no disruptor going on. For 70 kgs, the under bust will be, let me see. You keep it on weight and you do it because while you're asking your client, take the weight details also to get the 3D digital idea. In my client's case, it is of 34. So now the bust is on 38 and this is on 34. It minuses 0.5. While adding ease, you can keep it on 34.5 for the under bust size. And my avatar's waist is on 30. Let's say we have a 32 waist size. Okay, it is giving a more of straight vibes. Now we have hip. High hip means let's do it on 38 only. The remember the bust size and the high hip size are always the same. The low hip may vary, which is this part. Inner thigh and everything, inner thigh, mid and everything will change by giving the accurate measurements to your model that you're customizing. If the height is on the shorter side, right? If the height is on 5, they'll be on very heavy side, like this. The measurements are same. Please look at that. The measurements are same. I have changed my this thing from HPS height to total height. I have given a shorter feet and see the results. They are very, let's say the hand bicep round is on 12 or 12 inches. Okay, this is your mid, this is your elbow, and this is your waist. According to that, it will change on its own. But if you are having some specific measurements that you are going for, and you have that measurements and her weight, everything matters in digital avatar creation. So for my thing, I can go with default and I can show this is what your garment will be looking like in the reality, but in your size. But showing an accurate way of their presenting their body in a digital way can be challenging, because some sizes which Glow gives you, for example, I have FV2 and there is the size folder. Very the sizes may vary if you are using close maternity sizes, right? They have a bunch of sizes. And let's say we have petite curvy, petite straight, and messy curvy, messy straight. See, it depends on what your client body type is. Someone have inverted triangle, someone have pierced body shape, someone has triangle body shape, someone has rectangle. It depends upon the measurements as well. So if you are creating something like this, and how to save it is, you can either save the size file for the custom avatar. You can load your default avatar and apply that size to that avatar, or you can save as custom size. Okay, now when I hit save, your custom size should be reflecting somewhere in this. So let's say, where did it got saved? Okay, custom size avatars. Save. Maybe it is in this folder. So you can save the size file by hitting save avatar custom image. I have created before this size thing for kids chat. As you have seen on my Instagram, that I was working with some kids wear for the school uniforms, and I had to make a specific child for that. I'll show you, because I did not have any 3 years or lesser than that. I was having a set of kids, but I was not happy with their faces. So I have created some avatars while using this. Where are those kids avatars? Assets, avatars, kids. So these are the things that I have created using these methods. So this is 6 to 20 year Sasha, which Glow provides us, right? Now take a look at this. Now this is a 3 year based measurements that we have. You can play around. You can play around with the head shapes. You can play around with the body types, and you can edit this type. See that, open. Now these are the measurements that I have given her, and her total height and weight. Total height in inches and total height in feet. Two are important. Why? Because if you are creating some custom avatars and you are selecting the weight option, see that if you are selecting the bust option, under bust, it differs. it is more of an obese side if they are on 22 or 23. So the what you will do is you set this thing on custom, default custom, and this thing will appear as custom as well. Feet and inch, the measuring unit should be on feet and inch. Now you can keep whatever you want, but don't go for weight. And the height should the height should be the height thing should be. And if you are not getting any measurements, go to settings and exit to complete, and then all the things will appear. And this is your folder where you can save your custom avatars. Okay, or you can create one, no problem. And this is your save, and you can save this avatar file size. This is your 3D window, and it creates this type of measure measuring lines like this. If you are doing it within CLO and doing using it within CLO, if you are exporting it as an FBX, or if you are exporting it as an OBJ and you're going to Miximo, that don't work. And this is, see now, see that. Now this is what all your avatar editor is all about. And you can change the measurements and keep the height in total height and this scale in feet and inch. So what it will do, it will measure the avatar in feet, and the body measures will be on inch, so that if you are using it in centimeters or millimeters, it will confuse you as hell. Hope that everything till here is clear, and this is your, now we'll go ahead and concentrate on this tools. There are, this is your tape measure, means what will this, like if you want some specific measurement, I want until this length, and you end up double clicking, and there will be a line formed from here to here. You can select this line and you can measure. In real life, we use tapes and all, measure tapes and all that stuff. No, this is a digital version of a measuring thing. And this is your basic measure, basic circumference measure tool. So this tape will go around. This tape will go around, and it will form a circle basically to get that round shape while you're working with some, you know, accessories and stuff like that. If you want a specific area to uh, measure, and the measurement is very not correct in a correct way, and this will come in handy. This is the first tool. And surface measuring tool means it is also pretty much the same as, see, it will also form some rounder measuring thing. This is also the same, and it is basically, so after that, while your this thing will select your measure and it will show the measure. This is your editing measure tool. And linear measure means This is this is to specify what is the total height, I think so. These are measures for avatar, I told you, right? Now these are for your garment. Linear measure and circumference measure. Like let's say we have um yep, that's all about your avatar. Height measure. This is something I would like to talk about. If you ran out of some height, right? Height measure. Or if you don't have any height measurement to edit your avatar. Okay. What you will do is it happened in my case, so that's why I'm telling you. So search up on Google and search for the age group that you're looking. Okay. Then search the year group and height group of that particular age. After that, input the number or input the measure along, input the measure in Avatar's editor. For example, mine is of 3 feet 4 inch. Okay, I have a kiddo. He is of 3 feet 4 inches height, and I have created as well as a girl avatar as well as a boy avatar. In future, there should be no zigzag of creating a separate avatar for 3 years kiddo. So I have created some boy and girl avatars for the projects. So same you can do with this avatar as well. If you understood what I mean. Search the age groups and search the height groups of a specific age of your client, and if you're not having them, just google it and search for their height depending on their age. That's what I did. So yep, these tools are all covered. So let's see, this tool does the same. uh what it do is it will either take uh either take the straight measures or the side to side measures, right? But the circumference ones form the circularish thing like this. So hope you understood all about the measuring tools, and you can create your n number of uh, avatars using the claw bodies only, and you can give them a new measurement chat, and yeah, that's how it is done. Hope you understood the class, and thank